I've won many things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the cake. I've won many things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the cake. Compliments on my accomplishments are only possible due to your involvement, volume, level, and confidence. The consequences stimulating your consciousness, activating the cognitive structures. I think all you mother and opposites still play a vital role in my conquering. The combination of confrontation and pondering. Occupation is populating the conference with conversation, no astonishment, consuming the comments and then vomiting up the Vonnegut. Hey. Ominous as a monster is underneath your posturepedic, possibly in the closet. It's a necropolis, scary how I'm optimistically obstinate. Ain't no domino in my dominance.
All right, I went over the rules. I want you to protect yourself at all times, and what I say you must obey. Good luck. Let's fight.
Switch southpaw.
Come on, you're better than that. You've done all your work all the way through camp. You're starting to make mistakes and you're switching off. I need you to switch back on, get focused, and get your mind back on the job. Get back out.
Yes, I like
Do your business.
Focus. Big deep breaths. Calm yourself down. Calm yourself back. Come on. Breathe. Have you got complacent?
Let's do it.
No, don't load up. Don't try and blow his head up. Come on.
Okay, now you're switching off. You was coasting this fight, and now you're letting back into it. Now it's a tougher fight, and he's going to be confident now. You've got to take that confidence away.
Nice round. Good round.
Doing? You've switched off completely. Get your mind back on the job. I need you to go back out there. I need to win this round. Get your mind back.
Let's do it.
Good shot. His legs have gone. That's it.
this fight. I need you to focus on what you're doing. You don't want to lose this fight, do you? Come on, you've let him back into this. You're betting this.
And box.
Okay, let's reset, switch stance. Okay, it's not working. It's not working. Switch southpaw.
Okay, let's reset. Switch stance. Man, what you doing? Come on, switch on. Switch on. Right, let's go out there. Get your boxing back together. Listen, be smart when you go out there.
Let's go.
Just be smart and counter him. Be smart and counter him. Stick that jab on him. Make him miss. Make him pay. Count without letting up.
And time.
Listen, you've switched off. What you doing? That was a terrible round, that is. Come on, you've let him back into the fight. You're much better than this guy. You're
Do your
Okay,
business.
let's reset, switch stance. I can switch southpaw.
Go fight, go fight.
Just wanna find and run away. Away from this place, away from mistakes. Broken promises made to myself to pursue my happiness. I want to fly away. Live my life in my own way. Give me a new day. Start a fresh start again. This could be, this could be, this could be.
I hate using Roy Jones. Not even gonna lie.
Look at this.
I mean, he's nice.
What a
He just has an
remarkable
awkward
scene for
type of
hopefully
fight.
what will be a remarkable fight.
I used to
here
like to
live
use him in like
Mount
fight night.
Vernon. And
But
next to me for the broadcast, the one and only
yeah.
Johnny. It's Roy Jones Jr. He won world titles at 4 different weight classes, including the heavyweight championship of the world. Roy Jones.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Pensacola, Florida, here is a middleweight, a super middleweight, a light heavyweight, and a heavyweight champion of the world, Roy.
An open-air outdoor stadium. What a venue for this contest.
It's a privilege and an honor to...
High hopes for this battle between these two athletes. That one lands. Nice punch. Considering we're outside in the sold-out arena, it almost feels like the Roman Coliseum and 2 gladiators going at it.
In such heat, the cornermen need to be able to do their job. Think about what they're doing. One to pull you down, one to arch your back, one to give you instruction in your head, and one to just calm you to tell you what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong. Because that's the most important thing. Forget about the heat. Forget about everything else.
Nice counter shot. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
So close for that uppercut. And he scores with the counter. moment changes everything, especially in this division. There's a scoring blow. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left.
It's so heavy-handed.
Well, sometimes it's
Ah,
really the
dang.
sweetest sound.
Get your mind back, get your focus back, get that jab back. Just box it, just be... Okay, I'm happy. I like that round.
On to the second round. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
Counterpuncher's my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Swing and a miss with that uppercut. Beautiful counter shot. Threw the uppercut, but did not score. Pretty close fight here in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Nice exchange here from both men. He threw a punch and just got countered. Punch, counter punch. There's a counter shot. That counter shot lands. They're giving us a high-tempo show. Well done with that counter shot. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important.
There's the bell to start round 3. After that last round, something has got to change.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Bombs away. Left hook just missed. Both men step back for just a moment. Perfect counter lands. How about that time counter shot? Caution being thrown to the wind. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Looking to land the hook. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you think you come on, though,
here we go to the 4th round. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have to quick burst, boom. In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
They exchange punches. This has been a very competitive round between these two.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. That counter punch caught him clean. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. You'd like to see, and down goes Jones Jr. Let's watch this again. He set it up perfectly and knocked him down.
I've got to see that again. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6.
It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown is going to be huge.
You've been put down, you've got to think right, survive, and then give it back the next round.
Get back out there and win the round.
There's the bell to start round 5. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Watch that again in replay from a different angle.
I need to see that again.
Yo. Damn.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
So the fight will continue, but what does the game plan have to look like now?
Gotta look at his corner, what kind of instructions they're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe, and move, get behind the referee, save yourself a bit of time. You just need to make your way back to the corner, somehow get to the end of the round.
At the halfway point, there's no doubt who's won this round so far.
No doubt at all. You can see who's winning, you can see who's got it in hand, you can see who's comfortable, or is it a bit of a mousetrap?
And shoot. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in the fight. They've got to relax.
It's been all one-way traffic with just 10 seconds to go in the round. And there's no doubt about it as we see it again. That body shot did them in.
1, 2,
went 1 minute between rounds. This fighter wished it was 10 minutes after being dropped twice in the last round.
Unbelievable.
This is the beginning of round 6. Is this the beginning of the end after 2 knockdowns last round?
2 knockdowns and you're coming back from that? That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs would feel like jelly. What?
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere. Look at this. And that is that. It is a knockout. What a win. I don't care
Lord have mercy.
how good your chin is. A punch like that and... You saw it here live. A knockout win.
Good game, good game.
Congratulations.
Well, there's no argument right there. You say it. Night-night.
It's that out of retirement fight. Out of retirement fights. Boy, Rusty.
There ain't no room. Only one number one, there ain't room for 2. There ain't no room. I am the one. Top 2 but not number 2. There ain't no room. Boom. Came in cleaned up without a broom. There ain't no room. Still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room.
Hope you brought your wetsuit and your flippers. We're underwater at the Atlantis. Alongside me, English
trying to
fighting
give
legend
him
Johnny Nelson.
his first win off me. You crazy. Yo, it's not happening.
This is just one of those things.
And now it's time for our tale of the tape. Sugar Ray Leonard. He's 175 centimeters tall with a reach of 100. Sugar Ray Leonard, an undisputed welterweight champion, and he won world titles in 5 weight. Terrence Bud Crawford, one of the pound-for-pound best in the world, fighting out of Nebraska, USA, one of the greatest of all time.
I'm so excited for this fight. There is no nonsense here.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Paul.
And this one has all of those big fight feels. And we're off and running between these 2 really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. Picture perfect left hand. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. So much pre-hype surrounding this fight, the fans are on the edge of their seats.
You just see the nerves on the fight stepping into the ring, Tom. It can tell you so much about a fighter. And then look in the opposite corner. You've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
No rest for the weary. Pretty close fight here in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Got out of the way of that right hook. This fighter's always on their toes, trying to get their opponent rattled, get them off kilter, get them out of their rhythm.
Do not give an outside fighter time to think. You've got to make the fighter panic. You've got to rush the fighter into doing things they don't normally do.
punch. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Go back out there and win. Okay, I'm happy.
Here we go. It's round 2. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
This is the kind of fight you expect from two world-class elite middleweights. That counter punch caught him clean. Just missed with that jab. He threw a punch and just got countered. They exchanged punches. Believe what we're seeing. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
How about that time counter shot? When you're fighting a counter puncher, you want to bait them in to throw first. Make them think you're going to throw a punch so that they exchange.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
Neither fighter willing to slow down. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Sugar Ray in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't...
There's the bell to start round 3. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
What skill being displayed here between these two middleweights? Shot lands. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Swing and a miss with that left hook. Beautiful counter punch. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
Perfect counter shot. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Sugar Ray Leonard in that last round. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
Needs a knockout without a doubt.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Well done with that counter shot. Straight right just misses. Catch and shoot. Wasn't ready for that counter punch. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
Incredible work rate. That hook won't score. Those counter punches have to hurt. Just can't find the target. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, bell, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
Jab slip. Get out there and switch on. Get this boxing. Good work. And don't forget the jab. And don't get carried away. Think about your defense. Better than this guy. You're much better. He's not in your league. Come on, switch on.
Time for the 5th round. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
So you're getting in there with somebody that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get any close.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Nice counter. He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. Both men step back for just a moment. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Sugar Ray in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Good work. Now that's it. Now breathe. Just get your breath back. Good. I need you to switch back on. Get focused. Get your mind. Getting your time in already. All right, that's beautiful.
This is the beginning of round 6. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
You'd like to see more jabs. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Only catching air with that hook. Nice counter shot. The jab doesn't quite connect. How about that? Let's see
Damn.
that again in slow motion.
Where did that come from? What?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Look at you. Are you okay?
Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. The corner hasn't thrown in the towel yet, so I guess he's coming out. Here we go, it's round 7. They barely survived the last round after 2 knockdowns. Let's see what happens here.
I have no idea what they have left. How'd you come back from something like that? Not out twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. There's a counter shot. The courage on display here is incredible. We wanted out. Did you see that? Oh, Leonard just got rocked. Sugar Ray is down on the... They are going to surrender. No moss. And that is that. They surrender. This is over.
Stop playing. Good game, good game.
We've got high hopes for this contest with these two fighters. Should be a really good matchup. I'm Todd Grisham. And here with me, my broadcast colleague, it's Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
Terrence Bud Crawford, the undisputed lightweight champion of the world. He also can crack at welterweight. One of the best to ever do it. There can only be one.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Omaha, Nebraska, here is the acclaimed 3-division world champion.
These two have certainly talked the talk. Now they've got to walk the walk.
Todd, all I can say, heaven on earth.
All right.
Thousands of fans here in attendance tonight, but when the bell rings, there will only be 2 that we're talking about. And we're underway in round 1. It's all offense all the time. No rest for the weary. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter-punches are the best.
They both want a highlight reel knockout. Both men step back for just a moment. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? Swinging big and missing big with that hook. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy.
Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Typical outside fighter, as you know, focuses on defense, stick and move, stick and move.
This is what makes outside fighters so good. Their footwork is second to none. It's as fast as their hands.
This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. Nice counter punch right up the middle. How about that time counter shot? There's a counter shot. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Good looking right hook, but that was blocked. Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. Scores with the very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
You can't leave.
On to the third. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
A perfect counter shot. A perfect counter lands. Punch. That hook won't score. The straight right just misses. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Well, he's had enough, and he is gonna quit.
Adrian!
He's thrown in the towel, and that will do it. The fighter not happy, but those are the rules.
Yeah. Look at that. All the belts, mighty. In the ring, I swing left, right, man's head get ping. Contrary ting. What ping we bring when right, somebody shots fling. Ding ding, step in the ring, I swing left, right, man's head get ping. Contrary ting. No, what ping we bring when right, somebody shots fling. Ding ding, step in the ring, I swing left, right, man's head get ping. Contrary ting. No, what ping we bring when right, somebody shots fling.
Here we go. And it's the same guy. My rematch.
Who thought we'd be
Meaning the
fighting
same
in a
guy that beat me in this
cathedral,
rank.
and yet here we are at
In
Cambria
this weight
Hall.
class.
Next to me is Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
It's time now for our tale of the tape. Alexander Usyk, the former Undisputed. Roy Jones Jr., one of the greatest of all time. Pensacola's finest, an undisputed champion at 4 different weight classes.
They have waited for this fight for so long, Todd. This is ridiculous.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, here is the Olympic gold medalist from Ukraine, an undisputed cruiserweight world champion, and a unified heavyweight champion of the world, Alexander Usyk. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Pensacola, Florida, here is a middleweight, a super middleweight, a light heavyweight, and a heavyweight champion of the world, Roy Jones Jr.
Expectations are sky high for this fight. Will it live up to the hype? We're about to find out.
I'm so giddy, so excited. The anticipation is second to none. Let's get it on.
What a great video. And we're underway in round one. Lands the jab. Oh, that punch. Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. There's a counter shot. Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
You have certain fighters that are born for this, that are made for the big crowd. And looking at corner right there, that is that fighter right there. They have elevated, lifted, it's like they're not touching the ground. This is what they were born for.
Gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
And he just missed with that left jab. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Perfect counter shot. They both want a highlight reel knockout. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the... Here we go for round two. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This counter-puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
You're fighting a counter-puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter-punchers, they're watching you every move, that every twitch.
Swing and a miss with that hook. Caution is being thrown to the wind. Usyk might go down here. What an upset. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once, they know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them, more than happy.
Oh, a little rope-a-dope here. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round. Let's get it started in round three. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Big whiff with the right hook. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. Roy Jones Jr. in trouble. Disaster averted, it seems. We continue on.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do you do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
A very competitive round here so far.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Well done with that counter shot. Can you believe it? Roy Jones Jr. is on the back foot now. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. Here we go to the fourth round. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. How about that time counter shot? Nice counter. That jab doesn't score. He missed with that jab. You can tell one of these fighters is starting to fade. What does he need to do to get back in this contest?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Catch and shoot. Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
Dominant.
Time for the fifth round. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Good one. We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. He threw a punch and just got countered. This is a high-octane battle. Those counter punches have to hurt. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. Punch, counter punch. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. You've heard the old phrase, this might come down to who wants it more, but it might come... There's the bell for round 6. They really seemed to exhaust themselves last round. Let's see what they have left.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Jab does not score. Apparently hitting his opponent in the face isn't enough. He wants to rub it in. Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Quick punch scores. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. I'm worried about these two fighters gassing out as this fight goes on.
There's a lot of...
Here comes round 7. Not sure these two fighters can keep up the pace we saw last round, but you know they're going to try.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
Todd, you know what?
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere, look at this. Roy Jones Jr., believe it or not, may want to take a knee here. We almost saw a knockout a second ago, and now they're going toe-to-toe.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Back and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Stamina is off the charts. Throws the jab but does not score. Can't find a home with that jab. despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. We'll see how much endurance these two fighters have.
This is when you talk about championship.
Round 8, and we're off again. That 1-minute break surely wasn't enough for him to completely recover.
What are they doing that round? Are they trying to get an early night? That's a lot of energy burst.
And down goes Jones Jr. Look at that shot.
Damn.
And there's no way they were going to stand up to that one.
That's lights out right there.
Well, they're back up, Johnny, but now what do they do to get back into this fight?
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you're not thinking. You've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little faggot and pickpocket them.
Halfway through the round, and they've got some work to do to get back into it.
Not the best start, but you know what? The cornermen now, it's down to them doing their job. Get through the round, regroup, right, freshen up, boom. Different tactics.
Miss with that jab. Beautiful counter punch. Both men step back for just a moment. And he scores with the counter. That counter shot lands. A perfect counter lands. Some might have thought the fight a little bit closer, but the judges are in agreement. A unanimous decision win.
This is the last thing we expected. What a fight. What a style. What a pace. To get a unanimous decision.